What's up, y'all? I'm Cherish. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. This is a space where faith meets real life. And if you back again, hey boo, you know the drill. How was your week? Was life lifing? Any praise reports? Any prayer requests? Drop them in the comments below so we can lift each other up. Okay, friend, let's talk. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you're always under attack? Like every time you start getting your footing right, boom, here comes something trying to knock you off balance. Whether it's your mind, your money, your marriage, your friendships, it's like you can't catch a break. Listen, I get it because I've been there. And it took me a long time to realize this isn't random. The enemy is strategic. He's not attacking you because you're weak, he's attacking you because of what you carry. So today, we're going to break this down. Why it feels like you're always under attack, what's really happening behind the scenes, and how you can fight back with authority. Friend, we not leaving here empty-handed today. So go grab your notebook or listen in really close because this is a conversation you didn't know you needed. I really got to be honest with y'all. There were so many times I would just keep to myself, wouldn't say nothing. I tell myself this was just one of them days, like Monica, the Mustang album. I thought it was just an off day, something I could just sleep off or push through. But what I didn't realize at the time, I wasn't just having an off day, I was under attack and I didn't even know it. I didn't know what spiritual warfare was. I didn't even know it was a thing. It wasn't until I got in my Bible and started really getting serious about my walk that it all started to make sense. And really, that's why I had to do this video, friend, because if you're sitting in that same place right now, I need you to know you're not having a bad day. And I wish someone would have told me this back then. So, friend, let me be the one to tell you now. You have authority. You don't have to sit there and take it. You don't have to have some long, drawn out, fancy prayer. No, friend. All you got to do is say, God, help me. That's it. And I promise you that simple prayer is powerful. He hears even the shortest cries from his children. And friend, while we at it, let me just be real with you. There were so many moments in my life where I truly felt like I was at the end of my rope. Like everything around me was falling apart at the same time. Relationships strained, finances funny. My mind felt like it was under attack constantly. I felt tired, worn out, ready to give up. I thought to myself, there's no way out of this. It's too much. But that's when God reminded me this is exactly where the enemy wants you to stop fighting. That moment when you feel like you have nothing left, that's the moment you have to push even harder in prayer. Even when it hurts, even when you're crying, even when your mind is telling you to quit, you gotta pray through the pain. And listen, friend, I've seen God answer prayers I thought were too broken to fix. I've seen him restore things I thought were beyond repair. The enemy will always go for the places where you're most vulnerable. He'll hit your mind, he'll hit your emotions, he'll hit the areas you are already tired. But prayer works. I need you to hear me when I say this, friend. Prayer really does work. And when you feel like you can't fight anymore, that's your sign to fight even harder because you are closer to your breakthrough than you actually realize. Pray through the tiredness, pray through the frustration, pray through the doubts because there is victory on the other side of your prayers. And let me tell you, friend, my whole perspective has changed. Now, even on my hardest days, I remind myself I am not alone. God is with me. He loves me. He's fighting for me. And I don't pray the same way anymore. I pray with authority. Now, even when I feel like the enemy is trying to creep in, I shut it down real quick. Devil, you cannot have my mind. This is a no access zone. Shut it down before it even gets started. All right, friend. Now it's really time to get into it because you know I can't just leave you hanging without pulling the curtains back. Here's the thing, what you're feeling isn't random, it's not just lifing. This is strategic spiritual warfare. The enemy studies you. I know we don't like to think about it, but it's true. He watches your patterns. He knows what makes you weak, what triggers your frustration, what makes you feel lonely, what makes you second guess yourself. And just like a thief, he waits until the house is vulnerable. He waits until you're tired, overwhelmed, burnt out, and then he comes knocking. Now, don't get scared, friend, because listen, we are not out here powerless. But I need you to recognize this for what it is. Because the enemy is not going to come at you in some big, obvious way. Nah, he's slick with it. He'll start with your thoughts. He'll slide in little whispers like, see, nothing's working. You might as well give up. You're always going to be stuck. And before you know it, your whole mood is off. Your whole day feels heavy. But let me tell you something, that is spiritual warfare. And the reason he fights you so hard is because you're dangerous to him. You carry too much purpose. You carry too much power. You carry too much authority. Friend, you were born to snatch souls out of darkness, to change atmospheres, to shift generational curses, to pray prayers that move heaven. So, of course, the enemy is going to fight you. He's not fighting you because you're weak, he's fighting you because you're something powerful. And listen, friend, I need you to catch this. The enemy always fights the hardest right before breakthrough. It's like when you're at the gym and you get to that last rep and it feels like you can't push anymore. That's when the muscle is building. That's when strength is coming. Same thing in the spirit, friend. So if you've been feeling like you're under constant attack, let me tell you, it's because you're close to your breakthrough. Don't let them win, friend. Don't let them talk you out of your destiny. And friend, let me tell you how I figured this out because I didn't realize the enemy was studying me at first. I honestly thought life was just happening. But then I started noticing this crazy pattern. Whatever would happen in real life, I kid you not, the opposite would show up in my dreams. If I had a tit for tat with my husband, a little disagreement, child, I go to sleep and I was happy with somebody else. If I felt good about my friendships, like everything was solid, here comes a dream where I'm alone, isolated, feeling like I have no friends. Even when something exciting was happening in real life, I dream about a familiar spirit popping up trying to throw me off my game. And I really didn't put the pieces together until like last year. That's when it hit me that I was being studied. The enemy was literally watching my life, waiting for weak spots and using my dreams to plant seeds of confusion and frustration. But friend, once I caught on, I shut it down real quick. We're not playing those games over here, period. And that's why I'm so passionate about talking to you about this because when you understand what's happening, you don't have to play defense anymore. You can go on the offense. All right, friend. So now that you know what's really happening behind the scenes, let's talk about what you can do about it. Because you are not about to sit here and let the enemy play with you like that, okay? First thing, cancel it in prayer. And let me tell you, this ain't no fancy, long, complicated prayer. You literally just have to say, God, I cancel every attack against my mind, my sleep, my family, my peace, my purpose in Jesus' name. That's it. You don't have to know every detail. God already sees it. You just need to open your mouth and shut it down. Number two, pray before you go to bed. Listen, I know we be tired. I know the bed be calling your name. but pray before you lay your head down. Lord, I cover my mind, my dreams, my spirits. Let no weapon formed against me prosper. Speak to me clearly and let my rest be peaceful. You are setting the tone for your sleep, friend. Don't give the enemy no open doors. Third, renounce the emotional ties. And I know this is tough because sometimes we don't even realize we formed emotional connections to things that are spiritually draining us. But I'm telling you, friend, say it loud. I renounce every emotional tie that's keeping me connected to my past. I released every what if, every false hope, every thought that tries to hold me hostage. When you renounce it, you're breaking the agreement the enemy tried to make with your spirit. Number four, seal it with scripture. You already know. I'm always going to tell you to get in that Bible, baby. But seriously, speak the word over your life. Even if it's just one verse that you hold on to, that's enough for now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. 1 John 4:4. Speak it over your mind. Speak it over your family. Speak it over your future. You have authority, friend. Use it. All right, friend. Listen to me and listen good before we close this thing out. You are not crazy. You are not weak. You're under attack, yes, but you're dangerous to the enemy. That's why he keeps coming for you. But let me remind you of something the enemy hopes you never find out. You've got the authority. You don't need to just sit there and take it. You can fight back. You can shut it down in prayer. You can seal it with the word. And you can win this battle because God is with you. Even if you feel like you're too tired, too worn out, too confused, you are never too far gone for God to rescue you. Keep fighting, friend. Keep pressing in. And never forget, the enemy fights you hardest right before your breakthrough. So don't give up now. And hey, if this video blessed you in any way, make sure to like it, share it, drop a comment below. Talk to me in the comments, friend. Let me know what part hit home for you. And if you're going through it, don't stay in silent. I'm praying with you. I got you. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one because, friend, we just getting started. Your transformation starts with truth. So keep seeking, keep growing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, friend.